This brother people, come sing this a song with me. Because this a song is a song of victory. Nothing can stop me now. Though the road is rocky and the hill is steep, victory must come one day. And the hotter the battle, the sweeter the victory. Nobody can stop me now. Hear me, brother people. It's my soldier. Life is my battlefield. I'm getting stronger. Cause that is my population. I am a fighter. The street is my boxing ring. Never surrender. Cause victory is what we shall see. No matter what them do to stop us, them only make us more courageous. And when they look where me they come from, now by your grace, Baba, me thank you. Life is a war, but that is when your mind is torn. Cause everything you did is restored. When you act, then you shall receive. It's shine and mercy, oh. It's not true story, oh. And that's the of you. It's that don't say, it's shine and mercy, oh. It's not true story, oh. It's not testimony, oh. It's not oh, me, but I'm beside. Oh, I'm so fine. I am the jungle. Every day one is so struggle. Those blessings not double. Like one actor, the world is my stage with joy. Never successful. Victory is not interesting. What is going on? That is when your mind is full. Because everything you need is done. And you say you shall be still. Shine on blessing. It's not just for you. And that's it for you. It's like on the side. Shine on blessing. It's not just for you. And not testimony. Me not on the side. Oh, me not on the side. Oh, yes. John, I am the John. Let me check this. Hey, hi, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I greet you all according to your. Welcome you all to Round Table on Angels Empire. You guys know how we do it. You know, when we're having a round table, we talk about different things, different topics. And today we're having a guest. Yes, we're having a guest. And you guys know that you see this YouTube stuff, this having a guest on board and bringing up a guest on live video. I must confess that I'm not yet. Practice actually makes perfect, right? If I don't continue to bring people on, I will not understand how it actually works. But to the best of my knowledge, I know that if you send the invite link, to the live, whoever click on that link can actually be inside the live. So right now, um, I don't I don't know if he has been able to join us via the link. Sir, if you're watching, if you're listening, all you have to do
is just go back to the link, click on the link, and join us through the link, okay, so that we can share ideas, we can talk about on tonight's episode, we're actually going to be talking about poverty in Africa, Nigeria, corruption, bribery. If our guest, if you're here, please, the link that I sent to you, you can please just click on that link and join us live. I don't know if maybe you're finding it difficult to do it. I don't know. And if you're not able to do it, it means we'll just have to do with maybe a phone call. But I know it's easy if you can click on the link. Can you guys hear me? Let's do a sound check. If you can hear me, please comment. Aha! You are most welcome to our midst, sir. Please let me give you the opportunity. Let me give you the floor to please introduce yourself to the general public, okay?
Thank you very much, Angel Empire. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate you. I want to say here in Texas, it's a good afternoon. In Nigeria, it is good evening, about the time of almost going to bed. For wherever you're watching from, according to your time, I want to greet you. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. My name is Bishop Vincent Chibuzo Jonathan. I'm Nigerian, but I reside here in Dallas, Texas. This is who I am. And by the grace of God, I am a missionary. I have served in the church, but it has pleased God to make me do mission work right now. So that's what I'm here right now, as much as the Lord will help me.
Okay. Thank you so very much, sir. It's a pleasure to have you on board. I must confess, this is a great honor to have a man of your caliber on my show. Guys, let me quickly say something. You might be seeing me going off and on this live. There's something going on with my phone. Hmm? All day today, I've been on this thing, adverts popping up on my phone, like adverts, like just ordinarily without me clicking on anything. Right now, as we're live, adverts will just pop up and then take like everything will just go off and the advert will just be on my screen. I've been trying everything I can humanly possible to fix that all day today, and I've not been able to do it. I thought it was my memory full. I've deleted almost all the apps on my phone. I've deleted all the videos on my phone. I've done so many things, like anything humanly possible, and it's still popping up. So please bear with us tonight on that occasion. But the thing is, the moment it does that, I'll just quickly just take it off, and then we're back on the screen again. Thank you so much. So, sir, please, what do you have to tell us about the poverty situation in Nigeria, and also the corruption aspect of it, the causes of poverty in Nigeria? Please enlighten us a little bit.
Uh, Thank you for the opportunity one more time to air my view about poverty in Nigeria and the cause of poverty. Honestly speaking, it's my heart bleeds. My heart bleeds when I hear that word poverty, and especially when it comes to my country, Nigeria. By the grace of God, I am 59 today. At least I would want to say I saw better days of Nigeria. I saw the good days of Nigeria. I witnessed it. I was part of those who would say that the Nigeria that you see today, or let me say the Africa that you see today, is not exactly the Africa that used to be in the 70s, in the 60s, and the 70s, and the 80s. Let me digress a little bit. Not that I am leaving the discussion per se, what we're supposed to discuss. But I want to say that Africa is highly blessed. We don't have any business talking poverty in Africa. Africans are people that God has so endowed, so enriched, that if we know, the Bible says something, that if my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, the truth about it is, if we use the knowledge God has given to us, we have great minds, we have great intellects in Africa. And so, by the reason of what Africa have, we don't have any business suffering poverty. Poverty is a state of lack, a state of malnourishment, a state where you see what you can afford to buy, but you can't afford to buy it because you don't have the means to do that. There was a time, let me say, Nigeria, even when everybody was living above board, those who are rich and those who are not rich. Today, Nigeria is in a situation where people are literally begging to eat.
Exactly.
Nigeria has come to that point. Not only Nigeria. I listen to some Africans here also. They
Africa.
complain of the same thing: poverty, the ability of not being able to get what they want. You don't need to be rich to live a good life. Africans don't
Yes,
need to be rich to live the normal standard life, the basic needs of
yes,
housing, food, and shelter. We don't need to
exactly.
beg because
Exactly.
it's the
This is exactly, yeah,
go
this is
ahead.
exactly what I try to like tell people about. Sometimes when we're talking about poverty and challenges all over the world, when some people will be of the opinion that there are challenges everywhere. Recently, I mean, sometimes I've seen a person of Daddy Freeze saying you don't need to japa abroad. You don't need to go abroad. That even that people abroad are also going through issues. The bills is high and all that stuff. And each time I personally hear something like that, I am just like you just for me it's a non-go area. It's nothing. You cannot even compare because we all understand. I personally understand that the bills over there are high. I understand that. But what can you tell of a place where you live where you cannot just get sick and easily just walk into a hospital?
Now, in the situation, let me say this right now. The truth about it is this: I want to start with some of us.
Yes.
I want to start with us as citizens. You see, the ability to speak to yourself, speak to your mind. I was listening to Miles Munro this morning while I was driving to work. He was talking about the condition of the mind, the wealth, poverty starts from the mind. As a person,
Yes.
make up your mind to be the best you can. What
Mm-hmm.
was the slogan that made Barack Obama win the election and people supported him? I believe I can, and yes, we can. Against all odds, against all issues that came across him, that stared him at the face. He didn't budge, he didn't look at those things, but he decided to tell himself, whether the devil likes it or not, whether demons, whether God, I have made up my mind that this is where I'm going. Channel a cause for yourself. Number one, the truth here is abroad. They have people, the truth about it in abroad is that nobody is above the law.
Mm-hmm.
In name Australia, Canada, US, Germany, all these industrialized nations. I'm not saying there are no corruption there. There's corruption everywhere. But the truth about it is, if you are caught, you go in for it. It doesn't matter who you are. But Africa's situation is a situation where the leaders are above board. They are not
Hmm.
responsible. They are not accountable. As long as you are in leadership position in Africa, in Nigeria as a country, nobody can touch you. We have seen it very, very clear that most times leaders do the wrong and they get away with it.
Sir, okay. When you talk about the leaders getting away with it, this is it's not. It has gotten to the extent where it's not just the leaders. Individual just have this little small money to just bribe someone, and you will just get them to do your dirty job for you, no matter how dirty.
You know, I,
Initially, it used to be just the politician, the leaders, the elites. Sorry about that. Like I said, my phone is just popping up adverts, okay? So, like an average civilian, just have like small, like something that you can just use to push something, most especially with the police. And then you just have them do your bidding, however way you want it done.
now, I don't. This most times I've come to the point now. I don't really blame people. Sometimes, what is the thing that makes people do what they do? Now, I might be talking about Bible sometimes because that's what I know. The Bible says, "If the foundation be destroyed." Now, the truth about it is, the people who are given the opportunity to lead. Now, if my son sees me and watches me and does evil, what do you expect him to do? He's going to learn from me.
Hmm. He will
Leaders are,
follow suit.
yeah, that's the truth about it. Listen, my prayer is this: may God not give us bosses. The problem of Nigeria today is, I'm sorry to say this, we have bosses, we don't have leaders.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have leaders.
Dictatorship.
See, the truth about it, leaders would make you, they would, that is why the scripture says, follow me, as Paul said, follow me as I follow Christ. How many of the leaders? And that is why, because they have seen people do things and nobody flexed at it. It has become a system where everybody wants to do the same thing. Now, let me just say this with all due respect. Uh, if we as people would tell ourselves the truth,
Sorry about that, sir. Please go on.
my children are social media people. My daughter is an actress. She's on social media all the time. My son is on social media. My younger child,
Mm.
most of them are all on social media. But you see, most times you find out that there are people who have learned dirty things from social media as much as, because everybody is posting. I was watching hearing somebody say something. Was it a preacher? He said most people go to borrow. They borrow some of these things they wear and come out and tell you they bought it for 2 million naira, $2 million. That is, and most people want to begin to believe these things. These things are not right. Poverty is a situation where everybody just wants to get out. Doesn't matter how they make the money right now. They just want to just make sure that they find something to eat. They just want to make sure that they
Mm-hmm.
survive. And because the situation has gotten so bad, I'm sorry to say this. I know I'm on live TV and on YouTube, but it has come to a point. I'm sorry to say this, that Nigerians virtually beg, and they were scavenging for chicken that was buried because there's no money. There
Hmm.
are people on social media right now. They do all sort of trash, all sort of rubbish, social ills just to eat because there is no money. If you don't have money, how would you survive? And yet there are people who have this money stuck up in the banks, in their houses, and yet there are Nigerians going through pain. By the grace of God,
Yes, sorry about that, sir. Continue.
there are people going through pain. I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm going to witness. God is my witness. I'm not trying to brag about it. I know how many persons, by the grace of God, I carve out from my check every month to be a blessing to. Because of food. You go to the hospital, you don't have money, you are left to die. Which was not so before. It has come to a point right now, and the truth about it is most times Nigerians are gullible because of the fact that they want to survive right now. Whatever that is presented to them, they take it because of the now. They just want to survive now. Don't even talk about tomorrow anymore.
Exactly. Yes, poverty, religion, and ethnicity is one of the major problems we have in Nigeria. I've seen a lot of people that will be like, okay, most especially from the north, they'll be like, we know that this person is not going to rule well, he's not going to do well, he's not going to lead well, but he's our own. This thing that Yoruba people say, turning.
10 years.
Which is our own, is our own. We know he's not going to do well, and yet we're still going to vote for him because Muslim.
This is that is one of the things that as long as we continue to do that, Nigeria and Africa will never be good. We see what is good, we see the truth, and we decide to shelve the truth and go for the one that is going to hurt us. And we know that this thing is going to hurt us, all in the name of tribalism. In my own person, he's from my state, he's from my ethnicity. And the truth about it is this: that has really brought us to the level where we are. I'm sorry, I'm not. We had it. Emilocon. That was Nigerian. That is what it is, and that
exactly.
is Emilocon. Oticon. Everybody needs it. I will translate it. It means Emilocon means it is my turn, and I said Oticon. Everybody means it has not touched everybody. One, we saw truth, we saw justice, we saw righteousness, we saw equity staring us at the face, but because of bigotry, ethnicity, look at where Nigeria is today. I schooled in Lagos State during the time of people like Jack Conde. Give me Jaconde. I will tell Obi, please sit down and let that man. These were people who had conscience. We know when Jaconde died. What did Jaconde die with? People like Pajasi, what did they die with? It was when he died, they began to rally around to build a house for him. But look at the leaders we have today. $1 million is chicken change for a local government chairman to give to the girlfriend.
Sorry about that. We just have to manage tonight's live until I'm able to figure out going on my phone. Okay, so let me ask you about this corruption that is going on, most especially with the security operatives. You see someone did something like, for example, they will say defamation of character. Before you know it, they are able to trace the person, they're able to track the person, and then you see a whole lot of in different part of the country, and someone with ordinary defamation is easy for them to trace.
Okay, then.
But yet, kidnap, killings is going on all around the country, but nothing, they're not able. What do you have to say about that, sir?
Now, you see, the truth about it, let me say this. It would take God, discipline, not just discipline. It would take commitment, strong belief in morals to be able to see 10 million naira right now or 5 million naira and reject it because of the situation of our country. Now, the truth about, listen, now, America, I'm not telling you that they don't bribe, but the truth about it is the system is so organized that whether you are a police officer, whether you are serving in the Navy, the Air Force, name it, there is enough benefits for them to do their job without looking at what you are trying to give to them. A police officer, not just in America here, anywhere in advanced countries, they have insurance covering them based on the kind of job they do. I was watching on TV the other day an SP who served. I was watching on TV the other day an SP came out lamenting. One of these bloggers came out and said Nigeria has happened to him. You know, when he was there, uh, he was an officer, so he was making money maybe from roadblocks and the rest of them. He served Nigeria for 35 years. At the end of the day, asked me how much he was complaining about. Asked me how much asked me how much the government paid him. Everything they paid him
How much?
altogether for 35 years was not up to 3.5 million. Was not up to 3.5 million naira. Superintendent of
Hmm.
police. Now, how would you expect them? I'm sorry, that's why I said it to take discipline, character to say no to bribe. I'm not trying to brag about it. I stand before the God who made heaven and earth and who has given every one of us life. As at the time I was growing up, I had the opportunity when dollar was dollar. I had the opportunity of taking $35,000. I counted the $35,000. I didn't know it was a setup. I brought the money
Hmm.
down, I counted the money. And I had the opportunity of taking that money, come abroad and become whatever I wanted to be and return the money. But the first thing that I asked myself is, Vincent, if you take this money, what happens to your family? What happens to your father? What happens to your mother? What about if they come for your parents? And what about if tomorrow you soil the name of your family?
Are you there, sir?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you can
Okay.
you still see me?
All right. Please go on.
Now I now said to myself, after taking this money, what will be the consequences? At the end of the day, I would have traveled abroad. But look at God. See, God is not a wicked God. When we set our heart right, the truth about it is too many of us believe that the easiest way out is to do evil, support evil. There is a God in heaven who does not sleep, who knows the good that you're doing in your secret. Today, am I not still in the US today after rejecting that
Mm-hmm.
money? Now, the truth about it is our our military, personnel, our security personnel are only trying to help themselves. The Bible says, except the Lord build the house. There are so many Nigerians who have shunned bribery, corruption, who have shunned wickedness, who have
Hmm.
shunned the vices of life, and yet they are not suffering today. They are still who God has made them to be. It's a shame with the excuse given by so many persons. Now, see our country now, what thing we go do? That is trash. That is rubbish. A thief can only be a thief because you have the mind to steal.
Sorry about that. Like
No,
this is really,
no,
it's
it's okay. I'm
so
still here.
bad, and I don't know what to do about it. It's just adverts like coming into the phone. I don't know. I don't have control over it.
No,
Sorry about that. Please
the
continue, sir.
security
Yes, sir.
system in Africa and in Nigeria has bowed to conditions that they feel they can't get out of. But I tell and I say always, it's a lie. A thief will want to steal because you have the mind to steal. Whatever we see today, let me say this loud and clear. It is not new and will never be new. It has happened way before now. There are people who stood
Mm.
their grounds for justice, for truth. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
persons are going through a lot of things right now in Nigeria. People lie on them because they are saying the truth. They come out to say the truth, and the system fights them. We glory in wickedness. We glory in immorality. We glory in a lot of vices. I am, by the grace of, I'm not talking from the standpoint of being a bishop. I am not talking from the standpoint of being a bishop. I'm talking from even those who are traditionalists. They have their own do's and don'ts. The Muslims have their do's and don'ts. The Christians have their do's and don'ts. They know this things. They know what is good. They know what is evil. And yet our system today has decided to clap for those who just tend to follow the ways that are evil. Nigeria's system now does not ask you how
Yes,
you
sir.
made your
Well, yeah.
money. Nigerian system does not ask you how you made your money. As long as you are rich, you are rich. 85% of Nigerians will hail you.
Hmm.
85% of Nigerians will hail you as long as you are rich. It doesn't matter whether you sign a pact with the devil.
Like this is very, very bad right now. I don't even know what to do.
No, it's okay. At least we are still on. So you see, it's a shame. I'm sorry to say this. It's a shame. Just look at. I'm sorry to say this. Look at what happened in the Senate House some few days back. We all know what is the truth. We all know what the truth is. But everybody decided to sell their conscience and support evil. Nigeria has got into a
Hmm.
system where the judiciary has been bought over. Nobody has integrity anymore. And yet will come out to stand before people. We come. There are people in prisons today who are suffering today, not because they committed the crime they committed, but because the system put them there.
Exactly. Sir, let me quickly come in, because when you say that, I was once a candidate, if I should put it that way. I was a victim. I was in prison, yeah. So like out of the 100% of the people that are reminded, these are not people that were convicted. I wasn't convicted. Out of the 100% of people that were reminded, maybe I should say maybe 40 or 50% of them have been there for many years, simply because some of them, their court was the court where their case was.
They bought it over. They bought the court over.
Yeah, sorry about that. Or maybe one thing or the other happened in the court, or whatever. For whatever reason, they are there 3 years, 4 years, 5 years awaiting trial. Some of them have even served more than what they're supposed to
What
serve if they
I'm
were to be
sorry, I'm not
convicted.
cutting you off. What does the law say? The law says
It's okay, sir.
if
Please
there's
go on.
want of
Please go on.
evidence, if there is want of evidence, and you cannot produce your reasons why that person is there, release the person and let the person go. That's the law. But you will find
Exactly.
because the people in government, there are higher persons who know who. They just make people stay there. I'm not. It's not because it's you. I heard about your case. And I'm sorry to say this with all due respect. Nobody is feeding me and nobody will feed me. I don't care how much that person is making. Why do we subscribe to wickedness? Somebody, when did some being nude? When did being nude? When did a when did being nude? When a woman's nude begin to be something that is glorified? That somebody is showing her nude on social media and everybody's clapping and celebrating it. And tomorrow we expect that God will speak good about our country. And somebody comes out to say something about that, and you throw the person into prison. Really? I wish they will hear this. You hear this. All our leaders, you are to say shame on all of you. The judiciary is messed up. The government is messed up. The Senate is messed up. Everywhere in that country smells. It stinks. And we celebrate. And we have both faces to come and lie. Even in the Senate, in the House of Representatives, our security leaders have lost their conscience. And we're talking about 2027. Let me say this with all due respect. If I said it to somebody some few days ago, if Nigeria is 200 million, if there is trace of evil in Vincent, if there is trace of evil in my mother,
yeah, please go on.
I said if Nigeria is 200 million, and I'm not saying there is no imperfection. I'm not perfect. I have my vices, but not to a point where I contribute to the moral decadence of a nation. Blatantly seeing bribe, you open on broad daylight, you turn white to black.
Sorry about that, sir. Please go on.
On broad daylight, our leaders turn black to white, white to black, and yet we come out and wave at the people. These are the kind of things I'm talking about. If Nigeria is 200 million, let me say this, and 180 million, including myself and my family, we are the ones destroying Nigeria. You know what? The remaining 20 million, you know what I expect? If God, thank God, God is not man. If I was God.
Sorry, sir. Please go on.
The remaining 20 million that have a just heart, just like Abraham prayed, if you meet one just man, will you spare Sodom and Gomorrah? See, God should apologize to Sodom and Gomorrah if God destroys Sodom and Gomorrah for what they did, not for the wickedness we see in Nigeria today. God must have to apologize to Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm telling you the gospel truth. God must have to apologize to Sodom and Gomorrah. Basically, you know what? You know the only remedy? Remove the 20 million Nigerians that are virtuous and righteous. Relocate them to another place. Then throw Hiroshima bomb. 20 times of Hiroshima bomb. Let everybody, the remaining 180 million, die. In Nigeria, let us, including myself, if I'm evil, let us all die. Then when we are dead, then we'll go and look for the 20 million that is good and bring them back to Nigeria so that we can restart Nigeria. Because that is the only remedy. Because with what is going on right now, and we're talking about poverty, election is coming right now, and everybody, I'm sorry, I weep for that country. I was watching on YouTube the other day. I saw some stupid celebrities campaigning for the government of today, sharing biscuits at 500 naira. Is this something to listen to? And they will not remove somebody, I'm sorry, not because you, and remove somebody like you and put you in jail because you spoke the truth. Really? You see, let me say this, until we are ready in Nigeria, we are ready in Nigeria. Until when we are ready, we're not yet ready. Every revolution you saw, every of these advanced countries, check back, go and read their history. There was strong revolution. The America you see today, everybody wanted to come to America. Everybody wants to come to America. There was heavy revolution. 2 civil wars in this country. Men gave up their life. Nobody wants to die in Nigeria. If I talk right now, they'll say it's because you're abroad. I ask my mother is alive. They threatened me. They said you are talking too much about Nigeria. Don't, if you come back, my mother had to come and say, please. If I tell people if I die at 59 now, trying to salvage my country, I did not die young. I didn't die young. If I'm in Nigeria today, by now I would have been dead. Or maybe I'll be doing more than what VDM is doing. So it's a shame. It's a shame. Our leaders should get their acts right. Our leaders should get their acts right. And secondly, the citizens should be prepared. Not when they give them a morsel of bread because of what they will eat now.
A cup of rice.
A cup of what they will eat now. They sell their conscience. You see, sometimes they should people. You see, somebody says something. If you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. The truth about it is Nigerians don't read. We don't study. People think that good life comes cheap. I work virtually 24 hours. In a day, I work 17 hours. Most times now, most people don't want to do anything again. Now, most people want to get it cheap. If we have to pay the price for Nigeria to be good, everyone ready to sacrifice their blood. There was a place in the Bible that the Bible says, you have not resisted to the shedding of blood. Until we are ready to resist to the shedding of blood, where everybody comes down. If you want to kill every one of us, kill every one of us. Let Nigeria,
exactly.
Let's pay the price for our children.
But
I am ready to do that.
Just as you rightfully said that nobody wants to buy in Nigeria, and people supporting nonsense, people supporting rubbish, people supporting immorality and different kind of stuffs. Those people seems to be like the majority. The people with common sense are just very few. People with logical reasoning, people with deep thinking are very minimal. Now, let me read out one of them, one of the destroyer of the world, just commented here, and her name is Dicta Rombas or whatever she calls herself. She said she was laughing, ha ha ha. All this because of jail, ha ha ha. Now you can imagine this kind of a non-entity on the streets. Like, you can imagine if we have like 80% of this kind of a non-entity on the street, you can imagine how will this one be a better place. Now let me quickly just block this person.
Okay, let me say
yes,
this.
Go ahead, sir.
Do you know, I'm sorry to say this, that is why most times I feel pain in my heart. Do you know the second social media name for most of the girls in Asaba? Angel Empire. If you know, please say no. Yeah, say yes or no. You don't know.
Please say it again. What did you just say?
I said the social media. I said the social media name for the girls in Delta State, Asaba. 85% of them. Do you know the second social media name apart from their own God-given name? Do you know their names?
No, sir.
How much is a night? That is their second social. That is their second social media name apart from their names. How much is a night? And now let me say this with all due respect: it's not just only Asaba. It's not just only. We have it all over Port Harcourt. It has spread all over. I'm sorry to say this. I don't want to call names. The system right now, if you go on social media right now, before you even ask, somebody is going to ask you, can I send you my nude? But based on the kind of job that I do, I'm a licensed security officer and a private investigator. I tell them that it will take God and Jesus or Prophet Muhammad to scam me. Any other person, but immediately I hear you talk, I will tell you where you're going, where you're coming from, and where you're going to. I know how many Yahoo boys have been able to talk out of Yahoo. I stand before the God who has given us life. I once they start, I tell them, hey, please tell me who you are. Let me help you. Forget this thing you're doing here. And they will now open up to me. Now Nigeria had. Most times, some of them, one I wept. One made me cry. He said, I am doing this because my mother is in the hospital. I don't want her to die. Under normal circumstances, is that boy supposed to cry because the mother in the hospital? I stand before God. I told there is somebody in the hospital right now, 9 months. I have been picking her bills. Is it supposed to be so? He said, these are the things the government is supposed, basic infrastructures. It's not that the government, we don't have the money. It's not that we don't have the money. The money is not there. It's not that the funds are not there. The resources are not there. The resources are there, but some persons, some psychophants have amassed these things to themselves, and yet the poor ones are dying every day. And when they have opportunity to get this money, they want to do anything. And one thing about life is this: the devil will always hold a stronghold over people and push them deeper into wickedness. And that is why you see children, adults, youths now using their parents for blood money. Nobody has that time here. Nobody has the time to do, because at least the basic things are provided. I'm sorry to say this. Look at what Ibrahim Traore is doing in Burkina Faso today. How many years did he get there? He's not been up to 3.5 years as the head of state. But look at what that young man is doing. Why is the same thing? That is why they killed Thomas Sankara. That is why Gaddafi said it. He said, the day you people allow these people to kill me, you will cry. It's so painful that sometimes when I see people who go hungry, who come online, who prostitute for 2,000 naira, my heart bleeds. But there are some persons who have turned it as a profession, who just want to do wickedness. Just like what the person you were talking about, that the family is fighting you right now. They support evil. There are some parents who just push their children into this thing. Because it's that, because maybe I don't know whether you are I don't know the hair you're wearing, Angel Empire. It is whether it is bone straight or whatever. Me, I don't know whether it's bone straight. All I know is bone bend or bone K leg or whatever you call it. I don't care. Everybody wants to just wear bone straight. And because there are some who just want to wear bone straight and do anything. But there are some who are
by all means.
Who are by all means want to. There are some who are doing it because they want to make sure that their children don't die. So this is the problem of that country. Just like you said, 85% of people who are in that country right now have told the line of wickedness. I must get this in at all costs. Everybody wants to be Genevieve. Everybody wants to be Omotala Jalade, Omotoka, and the rest of them. But these are people. I was watching a few days ago. I was watching the old movies of Genevieve.
That's why I'll be laughing at them when they look at me and they call me a ghetto girl. They call me a poor girl and all that stuff. I'm like, everybody does not have that mindset. I'm not the kind of a person that wants to make it by all means, by fire, by force. So as long as I can pay my bills, I can put food on the table.
Well,
You know, these people have a specific kind of a mindset and they want to project it on others. They want to make you be like them. They want to make you
now,
think like them, you
no, no,
know.
no, no,
And I
now,
always say
Angela,
that poverty is a thing of the heart.
it's the mind. It's the
There's
thing
a
of the
difference
mind.
between
That's
being,
how I started. Now, let me
it's
say
a thing
this.
of
Let
the
me
mind.
say this.
There is a difference. You can be rich.
Can you hear me? Hello.
It's crazy.
Now, it's just like you said.
Oh, yes.
Let me say this. You see this word poverty. The Bible, the holy book that I read, the Bible says, "As a man thinketh in his heart."
So easy.
So, if you want to think, all your mind, you are thinking slave queen, slave queen, slave queen. And that is why somebody was almost dying because somebody did not buy her Lamborghini. He never buy Mama Lamborghini. Oh. And somebody will hear that one again now and say, I must drive this Lamborghini. Really? Now, let me say this. I was watching your last birthday.
I'm so sorry about that.
No, it's
For
okay.
after
I
the
am enjoying. I am. It's okay. I was watching your last birthday on social media on YouTube. Those who are insulting you, you don't want to be this, you don't want to be that. You see, the ability to add value to human life is what matters in life. Awolowo is remembered today because of the foundation he put down. Some of our great leaders. Is it not a shame that somebody died and everybody was celebrating and was calling the name of the next person who is going to die?
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is it not a shame that people did not weep when you died, but immediately you died, everybody began to celebrate? It's a story. Now I watched your video. You were feeding the poor. You left an impact in the life and destinies of the people around you. Those who are talking about you being, you don't want to be like them. Who have they supported? Who have they helped? This attitude of selfish entitlement, being self-centered. And that's another thing. You see, self-centeredness is what has really brought Nigeria to this poor level, this poverty state that we are in today. Me, myself, my family, only me.
Mm-hmm.
Me. Nobody, the people who have the heart to extend are few. And that is why I'm sorry to say this. If you put somebody, a man with some, see, put somebody like Angel Empire now tomorrow to become the president of Nigeria, the next day, the whole 85% of those who are evil will stand up and fight you.
Mm-hmm.
They won't want you to be a president. They won't want you to do anything good. And that is why till date, nobody, until we make up our mind to cleanse the system from the
Nothing is
beginning,
going to happen.
nothing is going to work. My people say it is only when the head of the water, the stream, produces good water, it will flow down to the other part of the water. So it's so unfortunate. The poverty system, we cannot overflog it. It has come to stay in Nigeria. It has come to stay in Nigeria, but how do we get out of it? The only way out of it is for every Nigerian to talk to themselves. For us to come to a point where we are ready. Now, I don't know. I wish I knew verses to quote in Quran and verses to quote in the traditional books of the traditionalists. I wish I had ideas of this. But the Bible that I book, the holy book that I read says the prodigal son. The prodigal son. The Bible says he went to the father and collected from the father. said, give me what belongs to me. He went, the father gave to him, and he went to a far country and lavished everything the father gave to him. And his situation became like the situation of Nigeria today.
Hmm.
He began to eat the food of pigs, the husk of pigs. But a day came, the Bible says, the Holy Book says, he came to himself. My prayer is, may everybody in Nigeria, may we come to ourselves. May we tell ourselves the truth. And already the truth, we are not ready for this. Until we tell ourselves the truth that it is not about a Yoruba man or an Igbo man or a
But an
Hausa
Igbo
man.
or an
Who
Hausa
God
or
give us
Christian
that
or
man.
Muslim, we have to come together.
It's not that, no,
Hmm.
it is give us who will change Nigeria.
Exactly.
Let's vote for that man that will change Nigeria. But the truth about it is we will see the person and we will say, Emi Loko, this is from my place, it's from my village. I mean, it's my friend. No, we should go beyond that.
As far as I am concerned, slavery was never abolished in Africa. You know, the mental slavery is worse than the slavery itself. You know.
You're right. You're right. It's a mental slavery.
Yeah, it's a mental slavery. Absolutely. You can
What
see this young man, you can see the great work that this young man is doing. Very dark black man. That guy, like, the guy is doing great, he's doing well. But you still see the most painful aspect of this. Sometimes I don't really feel bad with the government because we are we the masses are the ones that gave them the floor to.
is you see VDM. You
Somebody like VDM.
know what I'm
Somebody
praying
like
for?
VDM, you
You know
still
what
see
I'm
the
praying?
ordinary masses, the poor masses, attacking this young man for what they
See,
cannot do, for what they do not have the ability, the guts to come out publicly to speak about. This young
you
man
know,
put his life in the line in the front of everyone. He's going everywhere. He's doing everything he can do. You
in Funke, my prayer. I know I am praying. So that's with this prayer I am praying now. God, give us.
Oh my God! Sorry about that, sir. I'm
No,
hearing you.
my prayer. The prayer I'm praying for Nigeria right now is this: God, give us 10 VDMs in Nigeria.
Amen. Even me, even me. Just give us 10 of the young
God,
man.
10 VDMs, just 10 VDMs. Nigeria will be straightening up. I tell you the truth.
Hmm.
Just like I said, you see, that man, no, also let me tell you, do you know he will always tell you, you can't, if I'm already, if I don't fear death, oh, you will hear him say it.
Young man is having multiple court cases, multiple suits, and here he is still
But
standing.
the truth about it is he has already told them, say he's not afraid to die.
Mm-hmm.
You see, until we get to a point where we are selfless about laying our life down, just 10 VDM, all our leaders, their head will be straightened up. I watched a video where somebody was pooing on the express. He came down and what he did to the guy. He said, "Is something wrong with you?" You see, so that is why they say the fear of VDM is the beginning of wisdom. You want to kill him, and yet God is not even killing him. The person you want to kill at all cost, you are not the one that has given him life. God knows he's fighting a just cause. You see, it's a pity that, just like you said, that I hear like somebody like D1. I call that one D madness. He only, I mean, you see, it is evident that you know this guy is fighting a just cause. Why fight him? Somebody like what's this man's name? In Arise TV. What's his name again? Yeah, this Arise TV guy.
Well, I'm so sorry about
That's all
that.
right. What is the name? What is the
I'm
name
so
of
sorry
this
about. I
Arise?
think the network also is doing its own on the.
Yes. What is the name of this Arise TV guy? What's his name again? What's his name? I've forgotten his name.
I think. Oh my God.
Yes.
Now
What is the
time
name?
is the
Just
network that
remind
is
me the
going
name.
off and on. I'm so sorry about that,
No,
sir.
sorry. Remind me the name of this Arise TV. This Arise TV guy. Uh,
The
what's his name
guy or the
again?
lady?
No, not the
The
lady. The
guy or
guy.
the lady?
The guy. What's his name? Oseni. Oseni. I think that's his name. Oseni. Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can
I
hear
think
you. Please
I
go
think
on.
his name. I think his name is Oseni. I think something like that.
Okay.
These are everybody understands that guy is a genius. He hits the nail the way it is. He doesn't flaunt it. He doesn't digress. He doesn't. He's not. No. He
Yes.
tells you the truth.
Yes.
And my prayer is that God will raise men and women.
Okay. At this point, I think
Yeah. Thank. I appreciate you for the opportunity to be able to come live and to say one or two things about poverty in Nigeria. My prayer is that God will hear the
yeah, what I
cry of.
wanted to say is maybe we should set a date for our what are the footballers call a rematch,
Okay.
because I don't like this whole thing is just not going well. The network is doing its own on the other hand, and then the advert is popping up on the phone. I thought I could control this during the live video, or maybe we should just continue like this. What do you think?
No, it's okay. But maybe just we maybe we'll talk in the next 10 minutes, and
This
we
is
we,
this is
we,
this is what I call spirit killing, and the spirit is just moving and everything is just moving well, everything is flowing and all that, and then it
let's
happens.
yes, maybe we can do, if it's possible. Let's do next Saturday, and by the same time, and I believe we will do something better than this. I believe the network is gonna be better. Looking forward to a better network.
What did you say, sir?
I said maybe we might do next Saturday, if we can push it to next Saturday. Look, so that we can look for
Saturday.
yes, next Saturday, or any time that is convenient for
Okay.
you.
Saturday is fine by me. Saturday is.
Next Saturday is fine, so that we can continue it. I tell you, a lot of persons are going to join in, because with what we are discussing right now.
At that time,
Uh,
I would
uh,
have put things together by the special grace
yes,
of God. And to all
yes.
the people, all the viewers watching me, please, to those of you that have my contact, if you know what I can do about this, like it's just an ad that is popping up on my. I didn't even know it was going to happen on a live stream. I thought it was just something that okay, the phone will just be on its own and the ad will just be running. It will just take off everything from the screen of the phone and the ad will just come. I don't know what to do about it. And I think the only thing I can do is for me to just format the phone. I think that is just what I have to do at the end of the day,
That
format the phone and return it back to factory setting.
That's all right. That's okay. And it is going to be a good time for us to just. That Saturday is going to be a good time for you to give you time to do your own part, and we'll come back and continue discussing. One
Yes,
thing I believe is Nigeria is whether the
yes.
devil lets it or not, Nigeria is going to be good. You see all these ones, God,
Amen.
they will
Amen. We
go.
hopefully,
They will
but
go.
to be honest with you, sometimes one just cannot help but to just lose hope, and you'll be like, oh my God, it's like it looks as if it's destroyed beyond repair, as if like maybe only Jesus, if Jesus can just come and take control by himself, in
That
person.
is, you see, one man gave his life for Scotland, John Knox. On his knees, he said, "Give me Scotland or I die." And God turned Scotland around. In this country, Nigeria, please, I beg everybody, don't give up. Don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. Nobody ever believed that today Burkina Faso will be experiencing what they are experiencing. Nobody believed it. Nobody believed that Burkina Faso will be experiencing what they are experiencing now. A day is going to come.
Exactly. That's right.
A day will come for Nigeria.
Yes.
A day will come for Nigeria, and we'll all smile again. I want to say thank you for
Amen.
inviting me. We're going to
Thank you
continue
very, very much.
by
God
next
bless
week.
you.
God bless
Like,
you.
despite the challenges, I must confess, I mean, look at the numbers watching us. It's been a while.
Oh, I didn't know we had so many people
You
watching.
so much for joining us tonight. And so let me quickly say this to all the angels. Please, we're going to be having an outreach very soon. We're going to be reaching out to the needy, with some stuff. When the time comes, I'm going to put out a flyer and everything. You guys know how we do it on here on the foundation. I'm going to be putting that out. I just want to prepare your mind that we're going to be going, because as for me, this is what I live for. This is just what I exist for. Take that out of my life and just finish me. Why me? Forget those that are saying you're poor, you're this. I don't care about that. All I care about is just to have a smile on people. When I see people smile, it gives me this goosebump. It makes me feel like I'm doing something. Like,
That's
it gives
exactly
me
what it is.
it gives me joy, and there's a joy that I derive when I see people happy. When I see, as a result of me, like it's me. Now me make this person smile like this. There's
Now,
this
so
joy that I
that's
get
like
from
that is
that.
what it's supposed to
You
be.
know.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Yes. So we will be doing that. So thank you everybody. Thanks to our guest Bishop Vincent. Thank you so much. It's so nice to have you here.
Thank you so
Everybody, I
very
don't know if
much.
I can call your names. All of you. Lona, thank you so much. Cheryl, thank you so much. Vanessa Harris. Thank you all for joining. And then Tricia, thank you so much. And Lista, thank you so much. Laura Williams, thank you for joining. Yusuf, thank you so much. I'm not able to read your comment. Please.
All right. I got to start going to work. I'll sign it. God bless you. I'll see you later.
Sorry. So next Saturday, by the special grace of God, we will be doing this in a grand style. We're gonna be back and better, and we'll do it better by the special grace of God. So until we
Yeah.
come again, thank you so much, sir. God bless you. To all of you
Thank
out there, Jacqueline Conyers, thank you so much for joining. Bonnie, thank you for joining. Gwen Mills, thank you so much. Until we come again, before next Saturday, you guys are going to see me by the special grace of God. On Wednesday, I'm going to be live on Angels Empire Foundation on Facebook to talk about whatever it is that we're able to conclude on for our next outreach. I'm going to be discussing it on Angels Empire Foundation page on Facebook. I will bring it out there. We'll print the flyers, we'll put it out, and then you guys will know exactly what we're going to be doing. So thank you so much, Bishop. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, everybody. Until we come again, please, guys, do enjoy the rest. Just know that I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you so much for joining. It's Bye. Here's the phone.